Stuff happened yesterday. Now, before I even get into this, I'm going to preface by saying that these are still all allegations. It's not 100% certain whether this is true or not. But if it is true, oh no. So, almost actually, when the story broke, exactly 2 years ago, our associate head coach, Nebraska women's basketball associate head coach, Chuck Love, was suspended with pay. They had said that it was a personal matter and there would be no further comment. Now, that was a little weird because, he had been under Amy Williams for the past, 6 years that she had been there. So it was a little weird, just a little out there. And then at this point, May 13th, so like 3 months, no, 4 months later, he left. He just simply left. Now, conveniently, someone else also left, coincided with the departure of sophomore guard Ashley Scoggin, I think. She had left conveniently after that game. They both were not on the bench for that February 17th game. And even though she had, according to the stat sheet, had started about every single game, had played about 20 to 30 minutes of every single game that had been involved. So, that's something. And so so this is the point. She's now actually on the UNLV Lady Rebels team, which is actually doing pretty well, 22-2. She's actually starting, well, getting decent minutes. I don't know if she's actually starting. I don't really watch, but so yesterday, which ties all Chuck Love, Ashley, and also Amy Williams, chucked all that together to get this yesterday. Former Nebraska women's basketball player Ashley Scoggin files lawsuit against the school. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? Well, so it all ties back into a quote professional coach initiating a nice relationship with a student athlete of his team, and from the University of Nebraska's athletic leadership to the confirmation of that relationship. Although Love was married, Love pursued relationships with students. Yeah. Yeah, so she originally had transferred into the program from Salt Lake Community College in 2020. But I think it was before it all went down or something. I can't remember. So, she had gone to us because we had a bunch of stuff, because we have a lot of resources that we put into our athletics. And certain things started happening, according to the lawsuit, include groomed into a secret great relationship, messaging directly through Snapchat, contacting her late at night and asking for drinks. And she didn't want to accept it. And then eventually, when she did accept one of those, they met at a Costco. I think I know which Costco this is. At midnight. And I don't. This just looks terrible. What the hell even is this? So, on the night before the game, members were created a ruse because they had figured something out, obviously. They were like, yeah, maybe let's not let this happen. So, they figured out how to obtain a room key. All hail, or not really hail. This is the fucking practice player, whoever they are, and they took it, and Love apparently, a la Michigan linebackers coach, I can't remember, instructed Ashley to deny anything improper, and he told her that he would talk to Williams. Anyway, head coach. So then Williams called a team meeting before the game, lasted multiple hours, invited the team to interrogate both of them, and she said that she felt panicked and couldn't deny anything because Love was inches away. That's understandable. At some point you gotta break, but he cast Ashley as a seducer and a liar. So what, you think she's a succubus? What the hell do you mean? Berate for a couple. I wish I had my ad block on. Berate for a couple of hours before then suspending her from the team and suspending Love with pay. Now, oh no. If this is true, and I'm not going to say that this is 100% true, because there's always going to be a little bit of inconsistencies in lawsuits, because it is. Usually lawsuits are not like ever 100% real. But if most of this is true, if there is enough damning evidence, which, I mean, I have some evidence here that does. Anyway, if this is true, everyone needs to be fired. The entire athletic department the entire athletics department for women's basketball needs to go. Because this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. To drive out one of your okay, Chuck, to actively have a relationship with one of your players as a married man. Idiot. And during a stretch where we actually made it to the NCAA tournament, during a stretch where we actually were winning games, you do that. Stupid. And supposedly he had been doing this with where Amy Williams was previously. If this is true, I'm not going to say that this is 100% true. I have to put that out there a billion times so that people are not going to take it out of context. If this is true, this is a damning statement. This is damning, and Amy Williams will need to go. Anyone that is involved with Amy Williams needs to go. Even if we have a successful season, they just need to go, because we do not need to end up like Northwestern football. Be like, oh, but they're such great guys. They can do winning. No. I would rather suck than have to deal with the backlash that comes from this. I would not want to tolerate this kind of stuff. No. Williams, you cannot allow that stuff to be happening in your locker room. You need to stop. It's the same damning thing that came from Northwestern's football head coach. He didn't stop it, and he apparently encouraged it. So, boot him out. You boot everyone out. Do not spare anybody, because they all knew. If they all knew, even the players knew, out. Just out. This sucks too, because we're having another good season, and for this to come out now, like, come on. And even Ashley, she's on a team that is winning pretty a lot, and I hope Ashley is recovering well mentally and possibly physically. And I hope she isn't haunted for the rest of her life because of this. And that is about all that I have to say. I kind of overdid some of it a little, but I made all those comments about the Northwestern football team and how that shouldn't happen. So I should be true to my statement and say that this stuff should not be happening here in Nebraska. It just shouldn't. And this can't just be swept under the rug like I've seen for other things. Because if this had happened on the football team, y'all know that'd be like all over the news. And instead, I find the Twitter accounts for like Huskers a whole one tweet for it, and that's it. Because it's not a good look, but still all allegations, still all whatever, but I'm inclined to believe at least half of it. Especially the last part of the whole berating thing. Like, oh, you can't really do that. But anyway, that's all for now. Let's hope this gets resolved quickly. I don't know. Lawsuits take forever, but billable hours reign supreme. Anyway, hopefully I'll have better news for you. See ya.